whoever is from the Southeastern votes again for this president is not a true son of the Southeastern. I say this without any reservation. Why do I say this? Already, the Southeast people are feeling marginalized because they have only 5 states. And you can imagine this president that is so mean that he gave us only 2 ministers. We're entitled to 5 ministers by the Constitution. 2 ministers. Minister of Science, Minister of Works. That's all. When this government came in, we had 4 ministers. In other places, he changed ministers. He replaced it with ministers. He changed 2 of our ministers and did not give us ministers again. We had the Minister of Women Affairs in Anambra State. Tinubu took it and did not replace it with another minister. Don't tell me Minister of State. I've told you, Minister of State is an assistant to the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Is one Yusuf. Is Honorable Yusuf Tuga. That's the Minister of Foreign Affairs. So Anambra State now has no substantive minister. We took our Minister of Industry and Trade from Abia. Is it Abia or Imo? Did not replace it. Don't give me that thing about Minister of State. Because the Minister of Finance today is Wole Edu. So, when the opportunity came for the Abia Minister of State to be promoted to substantive Minister of Labor, because the substantive minister went back to the Senate, rejecting to be a minister, preferred to be a senator. He knows why. No, he did not even allow the Honorable Nkechi to become a Honorable Nkiru to become a full-fledged minister. Why? Because of hatred for Igbo. Absolute. When he was campaigning, when he was doing his primary, he did not go to Southeast. He rather, when he finishes other zones he thought was important, now came to Abuja and say they should all come and see him. When he was campaigning, he said the Southeast will have soaked slice of bread. That's what they will get from him. Not slice of bread, though. No. The one that is so light, you will see it except it is soaked. To tell you the level of marginalization. After the election, he said, these people came to Lagos when they were 12 years and they didn't support us. So he had the mind to emasculate and finish the Southeast. And on top of it, he went for a Muslim ticket. Southeast, they are 99.9% Christians. So whoever is choosing a Muslim ticket do not have any intention to have them in the presidency for any reason.
All right, Barrister. I don't know. My question is, between Buhari and Tinubu, who do you think hates the Igbos more? Because at least Buhari gave us 4 ministers. Tinubu has given us 2. Now 1.5 self, because Minister of State no be food minister. So he's giving us 2. Buhari gave us 4. We're supposed to have 5, but we are having 2 now. Now, I don't get it. First, these presidents are not really violating the law. The law of the land says each state must produce a minister. That is the federal character. I don't know, but we have this issue of flagrant abuse of power and denigration of the law. Barrister, who do you think because this Tinubu has not hidden his disdain, his hatred for the Igbos. His actions speak so. Just like Buhari. Who between these two, who do you think hates the Igbos more?
I think I will go with Buhari. But I will say that as far as Tinubu is concerned, his actions are driven by political greed. Extreme. There is, for lack of time, before Tinubu contested, I think I once mentioned this to you. He came to the Northwest. That's way before 2023. Even I think must have been 2021 or 2022 when he wanted to contest. He came to the Northwest and gathered the leaders of the Northwest to tell them, and they were very emphatic to him, that if they were to support him, on no condition should he choose a Northern Christian as his running mate. That was way before a nomination or anything.
Really?
There were those meetings. And they asked him that, okay, if we support you, what about the Southwest and South-South and other zones? He said, leave me with them. He made this calculation with them, that if you give me your votes in the North, the Northwest, the Northeast, and I get the vote of the Southwest, I will pick some few votes, very few, from from Southeast, South, and few, and I will win. So he was very coldly calculating. He put the map of Nigeria, and he made this. That was then, way before the election. I mentioned this to you at a point.
Yeah.
And when the nomination now came, he will now follow that pattern because of the concession he gave them. This thing that this guy has said, I remember when he was talking about Southeast, he said he will give them, I think he even went, was it Tinubu or one of the South, said he will give them soaked bread.
Soaked bread. It was Tinubu. I watched that. I watched that
episode.
I
was like, is it a case of Awolowo going to Abba and saying that if he win, he will ban the importation of second-hand clothes and stockfish? That led to people stoning him. How can you go to a place and say when you win, you are going to give them soaked bread?
Yeah, Igbo people are voting for this man.
It was in Igbo land that he said that.
Yes, in Igbo land.
I wondered. Now my problem.
So it means that
the problem is.
Go ahead.
With the Igbos, because they don't seem to be able to fight.
Yeah, that's the point. That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
Igbos today are falling over themselves.
Honestly.
To support Tinubu.
Honestly. That's the point.
Now, the first thing, which even me that is not an Igbo man, noticed, we are rotating the presidency between North and South.
Yeah, that's it.
When he went to the South, the Yoruba man won, Obasanjo won. He came back to the North. It was going back to the South. Who was supposed to take it?
Honestly.
It was the Igbos. Tinubu stole it from the Igbos.
Honestly.
For that reason, no Igbo man should ever, from beginning to the end, support him.
Honestly.
Because he stole their presidency. If he wanted the unity of Nigeria, he would have, our people have had their turn. It's now back to the South. It's your turn. He would have been an elder statesman. But he used his money, he used his apparatus, he used everything he had in collaboration with people who don't want the Igbos to rule, to take that position from the Igbos. But some of us feel that for the final end of the Civil War, for justice in Nigeria, this position, when he went to the South,
and that
was
go
to the Southeast.
That was why Afinifere Pa Adebanjo then his late
that group
that was why he supported Peter Obi.
They spoke the truth.
Yes.
And if you notice that group, that section of Afin always speak the truth.
Yeah.
They always speak the truth, no matter if it is even against the interest of the Yoruba. They always speak the truth.
Yeah.
Because what they want is national unity and the build of a Nigerian nation.
Yeah.
Not a tribal or sectional nation.
So honestly,
most of us were ready.
Yeah.
So today, the reasons is even given. Forgive me, this guy, what is his name again? This actor now that just spoke.
Oh, okay. Bovi.
No, the actor now, this guy that was with Peter Obi that is no longer with, that you showed him on the video.
Okay, Kenneth Okonkwo.
Kenneth Okonkwo. The reasons he's giving to me are ancillary. The major issue is that Tinubu stole the presidency from the Igbos. And that is why no Igbo man in his right sense should support him.
Yeah.
But what is happening on the ground? The entire, all the
Honestly.
Igbos are falling over themselves.
Honestly. The governors, all of them, they are honestly.
To support the man that stole from them, that took away their birthright.
You see, that is one thing I
it's
love.
A difficult
This is one thing.
to...
This is one thing I love about the North. Honestly, love or hate them, the Northerners are just like Democrats. In the US, Democrats are just, their policies are evil. Everything about it was just evil.
Please let me correct you there. These people in the North are doing the same thing that Tinubu is doing. Because if the presidency comes to the North, they don't allow any of us who are from the North to even go near it. I'm from the North, but they will never allow me because of religious and other factors to come near that presidency.
Yeah, but at least they will unite. That's not my point. The point I'm trying to make is the Northerners, they unite. They unite in one cause. Unlike the Igbos, they are just all over the place. They are so selfish.
That is another fallacy.
But
when you say
what do you mean by that's another fallacy?
When you say the Northerners unite, remember today as we speak.
Yeah, Middle Belt is the North too, but that's not what I mean.
By state, there are 19 northern states.
Yeah.
But their tribes are over 300.
Yeah.
The ethnic dimension and the religious diversity. Because it has become normal to refer to the North as the Hausa Fulani Muslim clique. If you say that one, I will agree with you. But the reference to the North,
I think that's what I meant when I said that.
It's not correct. If you mean the Hausa Fulani, Muslim clique, I honestly agree with you.
I think that's what I meant. Okay, that's what I'm not the entire, because you have the Middle Belters who are completely different from Hausa Fulani when it comes to their ideologies and their beliefs. Sort of. Okay, all right. Anyway, that is just it. The truth is, just like Kenneth Okonkwo, I agree with you. I've always agreed with him even before now on this issue, rather, not just on this particular issue, that Igbos, even when during the Obi time, I didn't expect any Igbo man to vote for any other candidate other than Obi. And now it's even what, do you know that in the Southeast today, Tinubu will get more vote than he got in 2023?
By far. Even against Peter Obi,
because
Tinubu will
even
get
on my own even on my own platform, some Igbo people are supporting Igbo. This is this small platform that I have. Some people are supporting Tinubu. For God's sake. I don't get it. This man, can you imagine someone came to your land and tell you exactly the way he sees you and what he's going to do to you?
Not coming to your land, not coming. Somebody stole your birthright.
Look, there are two serious crimes here. Sin he committed against Igbos. He did not only steal their mandate or their birthright. He went to their land while he was about stealing their birthright. On the verge of stealing their birthright, he went to the land and literally tell them how he was going to treat them. That he's going to give them a soaked bread. Soaked bread. What else do you expect? This man told you exactly what he's going to do to you. And that's exactly what he's doing. Now, right now, of course, he has streamlined the Igbo ministers from 4 to 2. 1.5, in fact, because the other one is Minister of State. So he has streamlined. So, of course, that is his soaked bread. And Igbo land does not have any tangible project from the federal government that Tinubu signed. Nothing. Buhari did it. He just continued from where Buhari stopped. And even getting worse. Tell me, what did Igbo man do you, Tinubu? Bola Tinubu. What did Igbo man do you? For God's sake. I don't get it. The Igbo people in Lagos he ruled that made him to become this powerful, that got him to where he is today, was as a result of the Igbo man in Lagos. Without the Igbos, Lagos wouldn't be what it is today. The Lagos we all know. Without the Igbo man, Lagos will not be the capital hub of Nigeria. Without the Igbo man, Lagos would not be that expansive that it has expanded to actually combine Ogun, Oyo Ogun together, whatever, so that you don't even know, when you are moving, when you are transitioning from Lagos to Ogun, you won't even know that you are. It's just like what we have in Abuja, Nasarawa, and Niger State. It is Igbos that made Lagos what it is today. The Igbos are the ones that made Lagos to be as rich as it is today. Yet, Bola Tinubu, you go, I keep, why do you hate the Igbo man? This is so sad. And Igbos, shame on you people. If you are an Igbo man, you are watching this, or you're watching this show, this episode, shame on you. If you are watching this episode and you intend to vote for Tinubu, or you are supporting Tinubu in a uniform, either by directly or by proxy, shame on you. Shame on you people. You are shameless. You are shameless. For God's sake, someone hates you, literally hates you. He has exhibited it hook, line, and sinker very clearly without hiding it. Yet, you want to support him. You want to vote for him. That is shame on Igbos. Honestly, again, Barrister, this is the reason why for so many years, almost 20 years, that I've always I wrote one. The first article I wrote about this was, I think it was about 15 or 17 years ago, about this Igbo, that why the Igbo, I think about 17 years ago, why the Igbos will never become, no Igbo man will never become the president in Nigeria. And since then, they have doubled down on my reason, doubled down on proving me right, proving that article right, that the Igbo man will never, I can never be the president. They keep getting worse, worse, and worse. Tell me, Barrister, if Igbo man, politically, we don't have the political, the political numbers on our side in Igbo land. When it comes to electoral college or electoral vote, we are the smallest in Igbo land. Yet, the small we have, we are not even united. So if we cannot win our own region, if an Igbo man cannot win his own region, what do you expect? You expect that person to win to become the president? Of course, it is not. If you cannot win at home, how can you win abroad? So I don't see the viability of an Igbo presidency. Honestly, it's so unfortunate. I hate to say that, but that's just the reality that is.
That is why we always say that the Igbos must get their politics right. That is where their fundamental
their greed and selfishness will not let them be. Will not let them get it right. That's you see the problem. Why they are so disunited when it comes to political leadership or power is greed and selfishness.
It's purely greed. I agree with you on that level.
It's greed and selfishness. And this is the reason. Let me be frank with you. We say, yeah, Yoruba hate Igbo. Yoruba hate Igbo. This is one of the reasons why, if not the only reason why Yoruba man does not have the hate Igbos. Because an average Yoruba man don't believe in Igbo man is a cheat or is a greedy man. That's why generally they say Igbo man love money. It's not about they love money, it's about greed. Everybody loves money, but Igbo man an average Igbo man is greedy.
Today, the principal political gladiators in Igbo land are falling over themselves to express support for
Tinubu.
Everybody wants to. Oji Kalu is positioning himself to be the next Senate president.
Oh, talk so about that. Kill
anybody who is against Tinubu now.
Honestly.
Whether you are opposed or not.
Yeah, you can imagine that.
Mahi and the rest, they are all over. So you see the problem when somebody knows that he can easily manipulate you.
That's the greed we're talking about, selfishness and greed.
Then you don't have much value
because of themselves.
You don't have much electoral value.